Did you know the average electric car battery can hold enough energy to power a home for an entire day? That's some serious electric potential, but are EV sales living up to the hype? Headlines scream, EV boom over, let's shift gears and see what's really on the road. Let's say in 2023, a small electric car setup sold a total of 1,000 vehicles. That might seem like a decent number for a new company. Then in 2024, they managed to double their sales to a whopping 2,000 vehicles. Looking at this in pure percentage terms, that's a staggering 100% increase. News outlets love these kind of dramatic figures, and headlines might scream, electric car startup sees explosive 100% growth. Let's zoom out and see the bigger picture. While a 100% increase sounds impressive, it's important to consider the starting point. In the grand scheme of the entire car market, which might sell millions of vehicles annually, 2,000 EVs is still a tiny drop in the bucket. That electric car startup, despite its impressive growth rate, might still only hold a fraction of percentage of the overall market share. This is exactly what's happening with some reporting on EV sales. Yeah, the year-over-year growth rate might look impressive in percentage terms, especially when looking at small sales figures from previous years. But if we look at the total number of EVs sold compared to the total number of cars sold, the picture changes. For example, let's say in 2023, a total of 300,000 EVs were sold globally, representing 5% of the total car market. Fast forward to 2024 and those sale figures might jump up to 400,000, reflecting a 33% increase. That's a significant jump in terms of percentage. But when we look at the bigger picture, EVs still only hold around 6.6% of the total car market share in 2024. The takeaway? Percentages can be useful, but they don't tell the whole story. It's crucial to consider the starting point, the overall market size, and the context behind the number before drawing conclusions about the health of the EV industry. EVs are still a relatively new technology, kind of like a fresh driver on the road. They can be more expensive than their gas-guzzling counterparts, especially after the used car market went from a rocket ship to a spluttering moped recently. People are understandably putting the brakes on big purchases until things smooth out. This doesn't mean EVs are packing their bags and heading to oblivion. They're still the future of transportation, the electric highway to a cleaner world. Think about it. Battery technology is constantly getting an upgrade, which means EVs are becoming more affordable and offering drivers a longer range. Plus, governments around the world are pouring money into green initiatives, and EVs are a big part of that push for a greener future. So the media might be painting a picture of an EV market in freefall, but that's just not the case. Have you ever considered making the switch to an electric vehicle? If you're on the fence, you're not alone. Many people are curious about EVs but might have some reservations. Here are a few things to consider. So first up, EVs typically have a higher upfront price tag compared to gasoline-powered cars. However, government incentives in some regions can help offset those costs. Additionally, factoring long-term savings on fuel and maintenance. While electricity prices can fluctuate, EVs tend to be more energy efficient and you won't have to fill up at the gas station as often. This is a common concern. While charging stations are becoming more widespread, they might not be as readily available as gas stations are in all areas. However, many people can charge their EVs overnight at home, making daily commutes convenient. Additionally, long-distance travel planning might require some extra thought to locate charging stations along your route. Another common concern is how far an EV can travel on a single charge. Battery technology is constantly improving and many new EVs offer ranges exceeding 300 kilometers. This can easily cover daily commutes for most people. However, if you frequently take long road trips, you might need to factor in charging stops. Ultimately, the decision to go electric depends on your individual needs and circumstances. But with the increasing availability of EVs, government incentives and ongoing advancements in technology, electric vehicles are becoming a more viable option for many drivers. Remember, a little critical thinking goes a long way. Don't get caught up in the media hype. The EV revolution might have slowed down a bit, but it's definitely not over. While headlines might paint a picture of doom and gloom, analysts see a more nuanced story. Here's a glimpse into the data. EV sales are still increasing, just not at the breakneck pace of previous years. For example, while sales might have jumped 150% in 2023, a 30% increase in 2024 is still significant growth, even if it feels slower in comparison. Although total EV sales might not be doubling year over year anymore, their market share is steadily climbing. This means EVs are capturing a large slice of the overall car market pie, even if the pie itself isn't growing as fast. The EV landscape isn't uniform globally. Some regions with strong government incentives and developed charging infrastructure are seeing much faster EV adoption compared to others. So stay curious, keep an eye on the road ahead, and who knows, maybe you'll be cruising in an EV sooner than you think. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.